like shit, but fixing myself up a little bit. I've got my video coming out. I think the 28th, part 1, at noon today, my time, 5 p.m. Eastern. But at the same time, I have a live stream coming out. I'm going to do a year in review, and we'll probably even delve into my decade in review, my last decade of traveling, which had started in 2020 or 2012. So yeah, I'm gonna go and just kind of recap all the triumphs and tribulations that I've gone through. And I'd been going through all the photos so I could show a bunch of photos of the past 10 years, and honestly that would take weeks to make a proper video with all the photos and some clips and videos, and that would take so long. But basically at 5 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon here in Hawaii time, I'll be doing a year recap of 2022, but also of this past decade of traveling. So it's gonna have some really heartfelt moments and some really deep stuff, talking about the real meaning of why I live this way, and what my goals are, what impact I want to have, what drives me, all that, and yeah, the direction I want to go. So if you're interested, please tune in. For now, I'm just going to return this. I had to use it last night. There's nothing else to sleep on. My air mattress, my little thing popped, my air pad, and I can't find a camping pad. So I might use a yoga mat, but I'm gonna run to the camp store now and see if they have camp stove, a camp pad. And if I can get a small enough sleeping bag, I can go up to the top of the volcano and camp in the national park and stay in a backcountry area and paint back there, and I can really take it next level if I could just get a few more items, if they have them here. But honestly, thanks to a few people, Janine Sherman, who's doing my music, and she was a big contributor yesterday for my YouTube. That really helped me get comfortable, because I was getting scared I was gonna have to leave the island right away without even doing what I meant to do. And there's another man who wants to remain anonymous. He that's just his preference. And then another person who goes by Gamer, at least on PayPal. Thank you, the three of you, for helping make it possible for me to breathe a little bit today. I've got I ended up getting a gimbal so I can steady the phone, a cheap little gimbal at Walmart. I returned that whole light setup thing. I'm at Target right now. I returned the whole light setup thing because it was so flimsy. I'm gonna get a better, less flimsy tripod now, and I can actually hook the gimbal up to the tripod. I think I can do panning and tilting and do time lapses that pan, and yeah, it should do some cool stuff. So then I'll just need to find a mount that goes to the side. I forget what it's called, and then that'll let me attach the microphone, and then I'll find some lighting. And so I have the microphone. I just need a special mount, unless I can find one that has it, and the tripod. And I got a shirt today I can't wait to show you, and I got some shorts, again thanks to my contributors. I got some swimming trunks, because honestly I look like a straight hobo. These have got me through the rainbow. They were pretty in pink right before I left Hawaii, but the rainbow gathering is what got them. And then I've worn them since, and yeah, I look rough. The shirt too. I love looking minimalist like this, but I'm gonna take it to the next level. So today I'm gonna get a haircut. I'm going to have a nice, bright, fun outfit with some tie-dye and a Maui shirt and some brick swimming trunks, and I'm literally just gonna look like a whole new person. So I bought some more paints. I bought some turquoise and some other colors to really get my paints better. My plan is to finish the last of that little painting for Agatha. I think we're gonna meet today. She ended up meeting someone, which is cool. Total makeover day. Yeah, you're right. No, I definitely got the chance to go and check it out, and I just didn't get a chance to reply. It was awesome. I really appreciate you putting thought into it. Thank you so much. But yeah, so basically people contributed, so yeah, makeover day. You're gonna see a huge transformation. So I'm gonna get a haircut. I'm gonna have nice clothes. Not nice clothes, Walmart clothes. $16 swimming trunks, $14 shirt. That'll be what I rock for a while, because you're gonna love the way I look. So I got that stuff. Yeah, this is live. But the live stream is at noon. This is basically an advertising. That's funny. This is basically advertising for at noon. My video comes out for my next video, but also at noon I'll be doing a live stream, kind of talking about the last decade of traveling, what it means to me. My father had traveled for 10 years till he passed after my parents split, and it was his way of healing. And I've basically done my tribute 10 years of like that he did. So this next stage is almost like a transformation to what's next. It really did, yeah. I did so good yesterday painting, or the other day. Hey, Violet. Hi, guys. Yeah, so basically I'm just getting things together so that I can get my friend Agatha. And again, she ended up finding someone. I don't know how, whatever. We split off, and then she found someone right away. And whatever. Of course, you guys all know I had a big crush on her, but whatever. It's healthy to feel and get over stuff quick. I almost felt like she might have liked me too, and I just didn't play it cool enough, but I'm not trying to play any games. And she had set a clear boundary for friendship, and once we're just friends, it's like I'm not going to maybe deal with as much things as if I'm trying to woo her. And long and short of it is things didn't work out. And as soon as we split off to have a little bit of space, she found someone else and had a good for her. It's awesome. It hurt my feelings a little, but it's not like she hurt them. Can't take that shit personally. It was cool what we spent together, but yeah, we just drove each other crazy. Basically, this is again just an advertisement for the noon live stream, which is going to have some real heartfelt, deep stuff. I'm going to try to get the makeover done by then, but we'll see. Yeah, so I guess I got to get moving. You know, there's a chance if I get the haircut that I might have the makeover later, or I might have the live stream later, but probably not. Probably do. So, yeah, then I'll have. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm not zen enough for her. She let me know that the first time we hung out. She needs a man that's very, very calm. Yeah, noon my time, 5 p.m. Eastern is like the main time that it's best to upload because that's the most people watching. But yeah, I struggle because a lot of times I feel like a lot of the women I'm drawn to aren't a big fan of boundaries being set, and I'm just learning how to set them, and I'm not very good at it. So it's a combination of like maybe me being drawn to people that aren't good at having boundaries set and me not being good at setting them. And it's too bad, but yeah, whatever. So basically, I'm going to be set up with all these extra paints. I'm going to have the new gimbal. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to have a gimbal. Now she's awesome. And I'll be able to do like better shots for like time lapses. I got my extra battery. I'll probably buy another battery, a third battery. Basically, I'm going to be able to paint, free dive. I'm going to go like, I don't even know what's next. Like, I'm going to get the camping gear. I'm going to be able to stay on top of the volcano, which gets down to like in the 30s at night. This crazy backcountry. I'm going to go backpacking, like not just hiking, but backpacking multi-day trips. I'm going to hitchhike around the island some more, road to Hana, all that, climb the peaks, paint at the beaches, free dive, try to get some footage with some dolphins in the morning sometime. Like, I'm going to pull it all off. And honestly, I was questioning whether I was able to because I was about to have to leave. So again, thank you for the 3 people who were willing and able to contribute to my channel. Again, it's nothing I ever expect, but like, man, I was getting stressed. Eventually the ads will help more, but I even hate having the ads. And again, I want to avoid the non-skippable ads. I really make it so that you're not stuck watching like a ad at the end, or like there's so much I could be, thank you Josh, so much I could be like doing to make more money using the ads, because I have all these options I'll show you sometime, but like I make it so you're not stuck watching a bunch and you can skip them. And like, yeah, so again, it really means a lot that people are willing to contribute. And yeah, and if anyone has music still, I would love more music. I like Janine's a lot, you know, she keeps throwing me more and more, and I'm getting more creative with like looping it together and all that. But yeah, music would be nice. I'm probably gonna have, eventually I'll start doing polls like, hey, should I go this way, this way? Imagine if you got to watch my channel and like choose where I went next. Like, should I go do Road to Hana? Should I go free diving? Yeah, you're right, the volcano. I believe it will too. But, you know, like, imagine if you got to choose from polls. Like, should I go freediving? Should I go painting? Should I go backpacking? Should I? And, you know, people got to vote and decide what's next. I think that'd be cool. I don't think it was Paul, but she did find someone. It's funny you guys are all asking that. I mean, he got her number for sure. Didn't get mine. He's a nice guy. I get it. You know, if I were to be completely clear, this is something that's, like, not allowed to be talked to in, like, the male-female travel life. By females, it's off limits. But here we go. This is a good one. Bye, Violet. You might want to stick around real quick. So here's how it goes. If you're traveling with a guy and a girl, every guy is going to try to flirt with, talk to, and get with your girl, right? Because that's just what it is. The guys are the ones who have to try by the laws of biology and nature and social structure and all that stuff, right? So if you're traveling with a guy and a girl and you guys are like not really a thing, or maybe you are, but who knows, or maybe, yeah, whatever, you know, guys will come and flirt and try to take the girl, right? But the thing is, if you were to both get to just, you know, have to sit there, the women want you to just sit there like they do, but women aren't going to come that way, you know? So what happens is, I'm sure, yeah, I'm not trying to like generalize men or women, but what ends up happening is that, like, in order to keep things equal in that flow, like if you're a guy and a girl traveling and all these guys are coming up and talking to and hitting on, and then like the only way to have that equal amount of energy interaction, unless the woman's just like, oh no, and like cutting off the energy, is for you to be doing that to every girl you meet. But like basically a lot of times women want to have that flow of energy, people validating them, stroking their ego, but like you're not allowed to have that, because in order to get it, you have to be the one chasing it. And it's like you're not allowed to talk about it to women, and all this new age, third wave bullshit where, like, I get it, men suck, women suck in a lot of different ways. But let's not generalize. But, you know, it's just like, it can be tough. I mean, I guess men probably do that too, but it's, I don't know yet. It's like you gotta, you know, if they're not cutting all the energy off, if they're not just like, hey, no, by the way, you know, if they're sitting there having that flirty fun energy, you know, and then the moment you do it and they're like, you went out of your way though, that's the difference. Well, that's a dynamic, you know, that's a dynamic issue. And I don't know, so that it can be hard. That's like a pattern I had, I noticed with my first love years ago, Jamie. You know, she didn't have any women around ever because she felt threatened by them, so she just sat around getting her ego stroked by all my friends, flirting this and that, you know, and like I'm sure anyone could. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That's why I got picked up in the convertible. Of course. Yeah, I know that. But honestly, I'll tell you what, Agatha's probably also the reason I didn't get picked up by like hobosexual women. Have I ever told you about hobosexuals? Hobosexuals are people who see someone all dirty and seasoned. I'm not dirty. Is that cast iron pan in your mama's kitchen? Is it dirty? No, it's seasoned. People who are seasoned like me with their backpack and all that gear, and they just want to take them home and shower them and feed them and take care of them, you know, hobosexuals. So a lot of times, honestly, it doesn't always happen, but you find people on the road like that. So I guess Paul might have been a hobosexual, but not towards me, luckily. But yeah, so basically it's, yeah, I foster women until they find their forever home. So Agatha's probably going to be with this guy forever. I honestly, I felt really hurt by the way things went out, and I felt like when I shared, like, the way I felt about the way I was being talked to and the controlling nature of the dynamic, my feelings were completely invalidated. It just didn't fly with me, and I'm very sensitive, and as someone with ADHD, I have what's called rejection sensitivity, so it already puts me on a whack already, and I was dealing with feelings that I had put aside so I could, like, be her friend, because that mattered more than me. Like, I was very attracted physically, I felt stirring emotional stuff because I really did like her, but like that made it hurt more when she was kind of demeaning, and it made it tough whenever you know, it came time to like talk about stuff, because it's like I wasn't focused on trying to make anything out of it now. She wanted me to just be her friend, and I was, but I feel like the reality of it is, in those situations, a woman wants you to want them, and they want to be able to put that distance, so they have this kind of floating validation, ego stroking thing. And you know, the friend zone thing can be very healthy in a lot of ways, but sometimes it's not, you know. And then I'm not just trying to say this is a woman, whatever thing, but I'm a man, so in these circumstances, the negative aspects are going to be from women. I'm not saying men don't do stuff too. Just to be clear, Deb and all the women, yeah, so I don't know. It just didn't seem very fair, and like my emotions, and you know, accountability is a huge thing for me. Being able to like admit like your aspect in a dynamic is a huge thing for me. My mom my whole life, she was a paranoid delusional schizophrenic single mother who was quite abusive, and she never admitted she was wrong once or apologized. The closest she got was maybe a year before she passed. She said, "Jeremiah, I wasn't a good mother, was I?" And I had to lie to her and tell her that she was a good mother and that she tried her best, And it's kind of, and that's what it is. Yeah, it's narcissistic traits, red flags. So it's kind of hard because, like, and my mom, my whole life, all I wanted was for her to admit that she, like, didn't, she hurt me, She'd messed up at some point. And be careful what you wish for. But this poor, sad, broken woman sitting there, the one time she was slightly accountable, I wasn't a good mother, was I, Jeremiah? So unfortunately, due to that fucked up dynamic, it's like I'm drawn to people who never apologize or hold any level of accountability for issues that are matter, again, like I keep saying, up dynamic. And over I keep being drawn to these people. And it's just like, I want to break the pattern. And I need to. And there's channels like the Crappy Childhood Fairy. She's amazing. If you haven't seen her, check it out, because if you're identifying with this, you might have some of the same issues. So she talks about chronic post-traumatic stress syndrome and people who are abused through narcissistic families who all suffer from personality disorders, and basically she explains how you end up trying to fill the gaps that no one filled in your life. So you end up bending backwards for everyone, and it creates this dynamic that you're as much a part of because you draw those people to you like flies to shit. They feed off your energy. These energy vampires, they need empaths. They need it's the Crappy Childhood Fairy. She's amazing. Oh my gosh. So I struggle with that. I almost use her channel as therapy, but like, you just have to learn to basically be alone and be okay with it, and like you have to like cut off this energy inside of you, and then eventually it stops drawing it to you. And I'm just not there yet. I would love to find like romance and love in my life, and maybe even before I like get things to the point where people who are normal consider me a success. But like, I don't know. I don't need it. It's cool to chase it. It's fun. I don't want it to fall in my lap. Yeah, I've suffered from narcissistic abuse my whole life. But I'm going to cut this off for now. We can touch on more of these topics later. I got to go because my camp is just sitting next to Walmart and anyone can steal all my shit. And I'm about to run into Target, get a tripod for my phone, and turn this in. Love you guys, honestly. Thank you. Thanks for watching. I'm at Target now. Bye.